from Salt are crazy strong!
Damn right.
You must be Salt Middle School.
Black Vinegar.
Come on, that all you got?
Representing Salt Middle School by crushing these rival gangs.
The Shadow Leader.
That's how we do it at Salt.
Teru.
Toru? I mean, Toru will destroy you, that's true. Destroy you with love.
They had the nerve to stand up to me. If you show a pack of idiots like these you're out of their league, they'll suddenly bow down to you like completely different people.
This is not the Toru that we wanted, but it's the Toru we deserved. Teru.
I'm the main character in this world.
We got a real go-getter. If everyone's not special, then Teru can be what he wants to be. There's room for us all, you know? We can all be the main character in our way. I think the way I used to think about it was that, you know, the people with the most attention are the main character. For example, people with fame or accolades or whatever. There's like a psychological thing that happens when we see everyone looking at someone else. It makes them seem more important. But just from experience, I guess, I can say that, well, I think there would be something very unique and cool about being in the spotlight or, you know, being someone that is adored or admired. I also have had moments where things felt like they were exactly where they needed to be for myself and that there was sort of no going higher than that, if that makes sense. Like when things are really aligned, even being a big fish in a small pond, even if it's your own pond, can feel good. It can feel like what I imagine that feeling to be, you know, the main character in the story thing. Episode 4, Idiots Only event. It's good to know that I'm invited at least. Mob awakens for another day on his journey. Oh yeah, this thing. This Ghostbusters creature.
Yesterday's enemy could be today's friend.
Someone else is watching Attack on Titan.
What are you doing? Stop!
Does Mob just like attract spirits as an Esper?
Wanted to make sure I wasn't dreaming.
Someone else bore the cost of that test.
Religious group guy!
Oh, he joins the party? Interesting. Who's laughing now? Jerk.
An idol, a pro baseball player,
Sailor Moon,
a movie star.
Derek Jeter,
Everybody
Bruce
out
Lee.
there has some kind of dream.
True, you would hope.
Basically, God's my dream.
A humble goal.
I finally
A
become
modest
God.
ambition. I'm seeing a theme being developed in this episode already. Being at the top.
Do you have any more final words?
Seriously, have some compassion, will you?
Doesn't seem like there's any reason to kill him.
You promise?
Really, I promise.
Mob is a trusting kid.
All right. I'll discuss it with my master.
Also sort of terrifying how close they came to death.
Talk about a softie. I'll
Oh,
just
no.
bide my time and
Oh,
wait
no.
for my chance to possess him.
I'm disappointed.
Mom says to hurry up and eat breakfast.
What's up, best,
Right.
kindest
Coming.
bro that we all love and are looking forward to development of?
Your brother seems like a totally cool guy, little Shige.
It does, right? I'm with Blob Guy.
Just as I discovered yesterday,
There's a threat coming to
it's
Salt
hard
Middle
read
School.
What Shigeo's thinking.
I guess no one else can see him.
If all goes well, he'll start to see me as someone who truly understands him. Maybe
He
he'll
hasn't quit. I love
eventually
it.
start relying on me.
Still going to the Body Improvement Club.
I'm Misato, Year 2, Class 1 from the school paper.
I'm investigating your brother.
I accept this spectral challenge. I will
Spirits and
exorcise
such.
the evil spirit, haunting the confines of this photo, and I'll need about 2 hours to perform the rites.
And a lot of salt.
Corrupting exorcism!
I perform this kind of exorcism every day while making thumbnails. I exercise my physical imperfections.
Oh, crap.
Whoops. Oh,
I
Control Z.
accidentally erased
Control
the
Z.
client's eyebrow, too.
Don't forget Control S every 5 seconds too.
I don't feel any spiritual power coming from this guy at all. That
Um,
idiot Shigeo
well-
is totally getting used by him.
No, you're getting used by him. He's great. We love him.
I've had this spirit stuck to me since this morning. What do you think I should do with it? Maybe erase it or...
He sees nothing. Yeah. I think, in my genius advice as Reagan, I believe that Mob is a smart kid and he should follow his own heart on this one. Follow your instincts, Mob. That's the key to providing a good internship experience. You let people discover themselves and who they are. You know, give them the autonomy to make their own spirit decisions. I would do it myself, but I believe in hands-on learning. Can totally see it though.
You won't be able to see me, you fake.
Must be too weak for me to see it.
What?
Ooh, that's way better than I thought.
My brother has been causing strange phenomena to happen. To me,
Seems like he has made a decision to look out for him.
He hasn't used his powers in front of others in a long time.
Your brother's
About
caused
not-
quite a stir.
Using his powers, he became God. Mob became God.
Now my brethren are seeking spiritual leadership from Shigeo.
Just hopping from one pot to the other.
So much so that it formed a new religion.
I knew that was what was going to happen. It's so funny. It's so great that Mob is like struggling to be popular and just, you know, accidentally became head of a cult, head of a religion, has people literally worshiping him. And very fittingly, I feel like his charisma came from not trying to fit in. That was an area of his life where he has mastery, and so he had the strength to be in opposition to the group, which is a super charismatic thing to do. And the very opposite of what he's doing in middle school. He's trying to please everyone and, you know, be the person he thinks they want him to be, but he already is the person that he needs to
And
be.
I'm here telling you about all this because I think he deserves more recognition. With that
Indeed.
in mind, I'd like an exclusive from your point of view.
She
Sorry,
witnessed the
but I
charisma.
must decline.
Okay, that was very dramatic. I forgive him for being suspicious. Mob has a lot of potential and a lot of great qualities and a lot of danger in his life. All of it.
He's an attractive,
Apparently he's
popular guy
fast.
who's also great at lots of different sports.
Has a lot of secret fans like me. Although it's not really a secret. Hold on, there's a lot there. Hot! Top of his class. These notes, though. This is some good investigation, can I just say. Likes tofu. Critical information.
He's pretty much got everything that Mob doesn't.
Which makes them great compliments to each other. But those are all just superficial things.
Because I'm his little brother, I thought that I'd be able to use them too.
I thought he was the older brother for some reason.
Charisma? Who cares? Popularity?
Ooh, they
Give me a
both
break.
want what the other
Compared to
has.
psychic powers, those qualities are cheap.
So amazing. So correct. So right. But of course, it's hardest to see your own gifts.
Also, I wanted to talk to you about something.
It's a lot of love, but maybe a little bit
He
of
seems to be pretty close
darkness
to
in
you.
this relationship, too. A little bit. Not that that's such a bad thing.
I mean, it's not like they're needed for survival.
They're awesome. You're the only one who thinks that. Using them
Right.
isn't pointless. You just don't realize how useful they are.
What do you mean?
They're just natural. It's just who he is, so who cares?
You can even become GOD.
Muscles.
This thing that anyone can have. You know, that's what matters.
And for that, I envy you, Ritsu.
Oh, it's so beautiful and painful at the same time. Because to him it means nothing too. Because it comes naturally.
Psychic powers can't even help me solve math problems.
You don't need math. Throw it away. Just throw the whole. Just drop out. Throw out your notebooks.
What did you want
Yeah,
with the body
this is good.
improvement club anyway?
Do the body
This is
improvement
no
stuff.
place for a
Look at
bunch of
Connie in the
delinquent
background.
thugs like all of you guys. Unlike the lot of you with no ambition wasting your lives away.
I like how he manages to insert a chest flex into that sentence.
What about those guys over there?
They're not really part of us. We're sort of borrowing the room because we're nice.
You guys in the Body Improvement Club are the strongest dudes in Salt Middle School. I'm here to
Not to
ask
mention
you to
the
brutally
coolest.
take down those guys from Black Vinegar Middle School.
Listen, this is
Black
lower
vinegar.
body strengthening month, so we don't have any time.
Wow, they're good looking, they're generous, they're conscientious, and they don't skip leg day. Speaking of becoming gods.
Squawks, are you kidding me? What are you? Fighting's dumb, okay? We don't spend hours a day honing our bodies and strengthening our muscles for something so petty. What did you say?
That was... You messed up. You really messed up. Yeah, what were you thinking? Oh, this time. What the hell was that? Points? That's cheating. Was it rock? I win by disqualification.
Gotta fight
Does he have
poison like
psychic
poison.
abilities too?
Here's the plan.
Maybe it's more than just
Extraterritoriality
fighting
at the Body
abilities.
Improvement Club.
I kinda know what you mean, but you've got that saying wrong. And the Body Improvement Club isn't really poison. Plus, extraterritoriality makes no sense here.
They're questioning his leadership. No wonder your crew is falling under attack.
That dummy.
This guy taking a lot of abuse today.
There it is! Demon
Impressive combo.
Take a special move of repeated
Oh wow, that was a lot. Mob's not the only one who can get to 100. Ooh. It's working! The Body Improvement Club is paying off! To Kageyama of the Body Improvement Club. How are you? I'm a girl, but Kageyama, I abhor you! Oh, wait, why does it have hearts? I'm so confused by the mixed messages of this hate letter. It's not a girl, is it? Mob is being catfished, isn't he?
Did I offend somebody?
It's probably a love letter. They spelled the door wrong.
Oh!
Though the whole
Kanji.
thing is definitely fake.
Yeah.
This is a lie?
That's an angry guy's handwriting. It's probably a fake love letter.
Yeah, he wanted to believe, though. I wanted to believe for Mob's sake. I want him to be as popular as he deserves to be. Challenged by Onigawara. You took real good care of us last time. Oh, it's a double lure. It's like those videos of people calling Papa John's and Domino's at the same time on 2 different phones and having them talk to each other.
What does you rice bastards mean?
He meant to write you rat bastards.
You're so smart, Adano. Way to go!
No, it's just that Onigawara's stupid.
And Kanji's tough. I sort of get it. I'm not judging.
My plan is so perfect that I scare myself with my own genius brain.
I know the feeling.
I wrote "I'm a girl" on it to seal the deal.
Admittedly, that's very
And I
compelling.
added a heart.
A girl
The heart is what
wouldn't
sealed
write,
it.
I'm a girl. Seriously, no one's
I
gonna
feel like they would. Have you used the internet? Are all those people I've been talking to not girls? Whoops.
If a girl is actually waiting here, I'd
Just
feel
in
bad.
case, you know, you
I
just
told you that's
you go
a
for the hint of
fantasy.
girl. The power of desire of belief is very strong.
Captain Musashi, there's trouble. I found this under a dumbbell. Kageyama's been kidnapped.
Oh, it's a triple squeeze.
We're going to
Oh, damn.
Middle School to get Kageyama
Mob and
back.
that other guy are not the only people who can get to 100.
Maybe we can go to a cafe.
Sorry, babe. Gotta go fight.
Looks like you were tricked by that Onigawara guy, Shigeo. Tough break.
When did the girl show up? Where is the girl that wrote me hearts?
When it comes down to it, I'd say you're screwed either way.
I feel like everyone is screwed when the Muscle Club shows up.
Remember the rule? Don't use psychic powers against other people.
The man's got principles.
Took you long enough, Onigawara. They shouldn't have been able to recover from their wounds yet from the last butt kicking.
Actually, this might turn out to be a really genius plan. That, like, yeah, right.
These guys in short sleeves and shorts you have
That
never
third
seen
move
before
really
can.
cinched it. They're like freaking superheroes. They answered the call. Mob chose right. I don't know. It's not about the muscles, it's about like hanging out with these people. It's like the all-around person improvement club. More like it.
Captain Musashi? I wasn't expecting to see you.
I like how the
What are you
5 of
guys
them just
doing here?
annihilated that whole group.
That's
I'm just out
Kageyama!
running some errands today.
He just walks out.
Let's get going.
Okay.
We need to get back.
Now, if they were smart, they would just let them walk out of here.
Stop
But
messing
they're
around,
not.
you jocks!
They're not smart.
We're all gonna beat you into a big bloody pile!
They're gonna end up in a big bloody pile. Flicked away like so much trash. Kinda kicking ass. It's making me want to go work out right now.
Go get Teru!
Oh yeah, there's Teru, the ace in the hole.
Is he late because he's flirting with some girl again?
Yes. Sorry, babe, the cafe will have to wait.
Do I need to tame them?
Teru, you're
He's
here!
too confident to just be like a strong guy. He's got something that only Mob can do, can fight back against.
I'm the one who decides whether or not you leave. And don't you forget it.
Oh well. Doesn't feel right to face someone with such a frail body, but
Yeah, they see everything in terms of what they know.
One doesn't take the spotlight because they're the star. They're the star because they take the spotlight. And once that light finally shines onto you, bugs with low IQs will always flock to it.
Interesting. Speaking of charisma, I do like an element of his outlook, though. I like what he said about how one doesn't take the spotlight because they're the star, but they are the star because they take the spotlight. It's that anti-Keith Shadis way of looking at it. Some people are just born special. It's much more satisfying for me to think that anybody can become special through endeavor. In that way, it's a little bit more satisfying than what we saw in the beginning about I am the main character of my story as this sort of birthright thing. It's not that at all. It's like, I'm in this world and I'm going to make the most of it for myself. Not that this guy is great, but he's certainly something. He's not your normal person, that's for sure.
Hey, you insects around the corner. Stop hiding and come out.
And people will flock to that. People do like that.
Onigawara.
Because they want it for themselves but don't know how to get it. They'll try to get it vicariously.
He's tiny, but he swings like a bear. Are you even human,
something
you
else.
monster?
He's got abs.
You must have some uniquely excellent musculature.
Musculature?
They can only see it one way. Maybe that's something Mob can teach them. This hurts to see. My heroes tossed about like pieces of paper.
What? My fists!
Average people are so sad. Now
Here's
it's
another
fun.
enemy in an episode. Enemy type figure. That represents a dangerous path for Mob. That was an excellent uppercut. Most excellent. Well, look who
Wow,
is useful.
At least one of you is pretty tough.
Still wearing the ropes. It's like Aang holding himself captive on Avatar Day.
The ones that you've been hitting them with. You
Whoops.
should never use them for fighting.
This should be good. Oh, that's it? Damn it. It would be cool if this guy actually puts up a fight, but I feel like Mob is just so far ahead of the game. What a great premise and setup for an episode. You have this like idea of people not recognizing their own gifts or recognizing them but not really gaining utility from them in that emotional sort of self-appreciating way. And what seems clear to me is that pretty much every character involved in this episode, even the antagonist, has some pretty cool stuff about them. The Muscle Club obviously being these awesome, inspiring, hardworking, ethical older brother figures with a sort of limited perspective on what the world is outside of body improvement. You got the blonde antagonist who seems to be squandering his talents somewhat, spending so much focus on like being shadow leaguer of this middle school gang, but nevertheless is obviously very powerful, very ambitious, and is thinking about the world in novel ways. You got Mob's brother who wishes he had psychic power, but obviously is very talented, and maybe more importantly, is a good, kind person, it seems. Mob as well, not being the most physically inclined, not being gifted at math, who cares, but being this amazingly talented, gifted kid, and also someone with a conscience, and someone who is kind and trusting and open-minded. And so everyone has their own gifts, and so it becomes a matter of like finding out where they fit best with those gifts, rather than being something they're not. Which is not to say that Mob's joining the body improvement club is not a good idea. I mean, nothing wrong with like trying to improve your weaknesses. I think there's a lot of virtue in trying to lift up your biggest weaknesses as well. There's going to be lessons there too. But I think the mistake is not valuing one's gifts and basing one's own ideas of self-worth on how other people view those abilities or how coveted those abilities are by people we want attention from. And that might sound somewhat obvious and cliche, but actually I don't think it is. I think it's way more satisfying than the message you commonly get from shows, which is that like everybody is special. Everyone's great just the way they are. It's not exactly right to me. What feels more right is everybody is capable of greatness. Everyone is capable of accomplishing things that bring real, strong, resolute internal value, but there has to be sort of a dedication to that and a process behind that. It can't just be that you're born with it, because if it's just being born, then everyone is born and there's nothing to do, you know, like we need things to do. Accomplishment, I think, is best enjoyed when it's not luck, it's connected to your thoughts and actions, which may actually be why some of the characters find their gifts unsatisfying. Perhaps a lot of it is just natural to them, and they haven't found that extra like conscious layer of decision where they take those natural gifts and sort of push it to a point where they're doing great things to the full realization of their potential in a way that's self-directed and feels good. There's just so much to draw from in these episodes. It's really satisfying to watch these characters sort of bring who they are to the table and watch them all mix together and see the results.